just talking about alcohol and drugs there, right? We have a graphic to show you basically what that entails. There's different types of substances, if we can walk through them: alcohol, tobacco, cannabis, which is
right.
marijuana,
Yep.
stimulant, hallucinogen, and opioids. That's a big one.
Yeah. So one of the, tobacco, most folks don't look at that as a drug, but obviously there's nicotine.
Of course.
Now you're seeing the phenomenon of vaping, especially amongst young kids, which they think is not harmful because it's not a cigarette. Well, the reality is it's an addiction to nicotine. But when you talk about opioid use disorder, that's one of the ones that's really, it's become an epidemic in the country. And unfortunately, folks were being prescribed opioids when they hurt their back, when they, got into an accident, without really understanding the level of addiction that they were facing. And so a lot of folks really started taking opioids for pain, not knowing the addictive properties.
The repercussions behind it, right. We're going to talk more about that in the next few minutes in our next segment. I did want to let our viewers know that there is a 24/7 crisis hotline, and that's always fantastic because there's someone there 24 hours a day waiting for a phone call. There is the number. Talk to me about that crisis hotline, 305-774-3616. What does it do?
Olga, one of the most troubling things is to be home alone.
Yes.
And thinking that you're struggling with an issue that has no solution. And what we try to emphasize, and we want people to know throughout Dade County, is that if you're struggling, if you're depressed, if you feel you're alone, if you just need someone to talk to, please call the crisis hotline. Your life is very important to all of us. Whether you may believe it or not, we care about your health, your safety, your well-being. And all we ask you to do is pick up the phone and call the number. Life is very precious. There's so many things, and life takes many different turns. Today you may be down, tomorrow you'll be up. But the reality is there are people that are there that really truly care. A lot of us really have our heart and soul. We don't choose these professions just for the salary. We choose these professions because we really, really care. So we want folks to pick up that phone and call that number if they're having a crisis.